and welcome back to the last week of term 5, and we are back for thought of the day, and we are thinking about living our rainbow, and today we are looking at sharing love. Now, the first thing I asked the children to do this morning was think about who do you love or what do you love? And they talked about loving family, they talked about loving friends, they talked about boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, partners, and they thought about how they love different things. We talked about loving pets or loving to go places. And I shared a passage from the Bible from 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verses 4-6 where it says, "Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous. It does not brag and is not proud. Love is not rude, is not selfish, and does not become angry easily. Love does not remember the wrongs done against it. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices over the truth. Love patiently accepts all things. It always trusts, always hopes, and always continues strong." Now, that famous passage from the Bible is often read at weddings, and we thought about why it might be read there. And we talked about how it shows us how all-encompassing love is, and how we can show love to many different people. So I want you to have a think for a little while about what does that Bible passage teach us about what love could look like. Do you agree with it? Do you agree that is how we show love? And where have you seen love like that? We talked about how we'd seen love like that, particularly during COVID-19 lockdown, amongst neighbours sharing things or helping each other out doing the shopping. We talked about how we'd seen it with Clap for Carers on a Thursday. We'd talked about how we'd seen love like that with people giving up extra time to help in the National Health Service, or by doing extra shifts at their place of work for like police officers, border officers, people that are in food production. And there are so many different types of love. It's not always the romantic stuff. It can just be that love, like I said, shared between friends and family and even pets. So today I'd like you to think about how can you share love in a practical way. Maybe you could be patient. Maybe if you're playing with a younger sibling and they're finding it a bit tricky in you, perhaps you can be patient and take time with them. Perhaps you can be kind. Or perhaps you could be forgiving. And maybe, even though it can be tricky, particularly as we're spending more time around our family than perhaps usual, you can show love by not being rude or not being selfish. And perhaps you'd like to take a moment of personal reflection today to ask God to help you to share your love with others. Have a lovely day, and I shall see you tomorrow.